encounter was 12 years ago on a family trip to Taiwan. I remember sitting for a table full of delicious foods, platters of food, masses of meats, mountains of them. Ew! What's that smell? I searched around the room in horror, my nostrils assaulted by a dreadful stench, until I found it. The source, the culprit, stinky tofu. Even though my first impression of it was not great, I eventually grew to enjoy stinky tofu and realized it's not as revolting as it seemed. Despite its intimidating name and smell, it's a delicious dish that can even benefit your health. So what makes me qualified to talk about this? Well, since then, I have tried stinky tofu and had it in a variety of different styles and grown to like it. I've also looked into some of the benefits it can have on your health. So why am I here today? I'm here to tell you that you should try stinky tofu, a popular food in Taiwan, because of its great taste and its benefits for your health. If I'm going to convince you to try it, I should probably explain to you what stinky tofu is first. Stinky tofu is a dish in Taiwan and China made from soybeans. There it's mainly served as street food, although it can be found in some restaurants as well. Stinky tofu is made by fermenting in a brine. Each different store has its own type of brine. According to travel and food journalist Tony Dunham, traditionally the brine is made from fermented milk, vegetables, and meat, but might also include ingredients such as dried shrimp, amaranth greens, mustard greens, bamboo shoots, and Chinese herbs. In addition, stinky tofu is also served in a variety of styles. The most popular is deep fried, which is what you would usually find if you buy it on the street. However, it's also served boiled and steamed in some places. And it's usually also served with different sauces and toppings like pickled vegetables. Now you may be thinking, okay, so now I know what it is. Why should I try it? The main reason is that it tastes much better than it smells. I personally like the taste of stinky tofu a lot because I really like how the outside of it is nice and crispy, but the inside is very soft. And then I also like how the flavor of stinky tofu complements the flavors of sauces and toppings that go with it as well. Now, if you're wondering what it tastes like, many people would compare it sort of like a sticky cheese. How it doesn't smell good, but it tastes rather pleasant. In case my opinion on the matter isn't enough, BBC reporter Randy Lianto says, the mala stinky tofu I ordered was more smooth and spicy and smelled much worse than it tasted. Tofu actually helped bring out the freshness of the mushrooms and chili, and the broth was surprisingly light given the tofu's rich thickness. Meanwhile, Quickest Cooking magazine describes it as a little sweet, a little sour, with a salty, savory flavor. Now, in case the opinions of 3 people isn't enough for you, it's also a very popular dish in Taiwan and China, which I mentioned previously. Now, I don't think that many people would like it, would eat it if they didn't like it. Now, this might not be enough for you, because after all, taste is subjective. In addition to tasting good, stinky tofu is also beneficial for your health. Stinky tofu is a good source of S-equal, which is a chemical that has similar effects to estrogen. S-equal has some good effects for health, such as potentially preventing breast cancer and prostate cancer. Now, most people can't produce S-equal. According to a study conducted in Taiwan, only 20 to 30% of adults living in Western countries and 50 to 60% of adults living in Asian countries possess the gut bacteria capable of producing S-equal. So this makes stinky tofu especially useful for people who cannot naturally produce S-equal. Now, in addition to this, stinky tofu also has the benefits of normal tofu. The first of which is that it's a good vegetable-based source of protein. Another is that, according to the clinic, it also has high levels of calcium, manganese, iron, and vitamin B5. Now, this isn't to say that you should eat a lot of stinky tofu and you will be healthy, especially if you eat a deep fried. Deep fried food is still very unhealthy. Eat in moderation though, it could have some potential benefits for your health. If the taste isn't enough for you to try it, then surely this one. In summary, you should try stinky tofu, one of Taiwan and China's more popular dishes, because it tastes a lot better than it smells and can even have some benefits for your health. With this in mind, if you happen to find a good store that sells stinky tofu, maybe you should give it a try. It's possible you might not like it, but it's also possible you might find your new favorite snack. Thank you.